Jadi bagi kami memang ada hal besar yang cukup menjadi perhatian di manajemen adalah ketika COVID terjadi mulai di 2019 dan memuncak di Indonesia di 2020. Bagaimana sebenarnya kami sudah mempersiapkan diri untuk bergerak di digital, memperluas audiens dan sebagainya, tapi kemudian itu COVID membuat hal itu semua dipercepat. Semua rencana besar yang kami buat menuju digital yang tadinya kita coba secara transformasinya secara bertahap dan tertata begitu, tiba-tiba semua harus berubah dan kita harus berubah. Beliau selalu menekankan untuk kita segera beradaptasi dan berinovasi. Dua itu aja yang terus ditekankan, bagaimana kita menghadapi perubahan itu dengan adaptasi dan juga dengan inovasi-inovasi. Nah, ini yang terus dikerjakan karena memang yang dibaca oleh kami dalam challenge dalam bisnis yang harus kita hadapi di 2023 ini diantaranya mengenai inflasi dan masalah ekonomi, perlambatan ekonomi, terus kemudian ekspektasi audiens yang bisa jadi kita berkejaran ekspektasinya begitu tinggi, kemampuan media untuk beradaptasi itu juga mungkin lebih lambat. Terus kemudian untuk juga mempercepat transformasi digital seperti yang tadi saya sampaikan, secara digital kan sudah ketika terjadi COVID itu yang kemudian harus dipercepat. Sebenarnya media di sisi berita untuk news, alur kerja utamanya sih basicnya sama. Ada reporter meliput, dia membuat liputannya, dia masukkan ke tim produksi, dia memproduksi konten, masuk ke alur untuk transmisi dan untuk ditransmit, diterima oleh audiens. Jalurnya tetap sama, tapi kemudian platformnya yang jadi berbeda.
Kompas as a group we face many years of digital disruption, and now it's been entangled, it's entwined by previously by global pandemic, but now shifting into global uncertainty. So the combination of the fundamental change that we've been seeing happening in our media industry, but now combined with the global factors that are now affecting almost everybody, that really heavily affect our revenue stream. So before the pandemic, back in 2019, print revenue is a major contributor to our total revenue stream, but the 3 years of pandemic has wiped off 50% of our print revenue. On the other hand, digital has grown quite significant throughout the years, even though we also see a slowdown in digital starting in 2022. So if the current model of news media can only take us so far, then what is next? Right? I think it's applied to all of us here that throughout the years the model for media is either advertising and or subscriptions. This is true whether we're print media, broadcast media, or digital media. But what makes us unique is we as news media, we have collected a lot of trust and influence through the journalism that we provide through the years. This is what makes us news media unique compared to other media. Okay, the key takeaways from my sharing is I think all of us in media or news media have gone through years of digital transformation, but at least for me, I realize now that digital is not really the promised land of sustainability, because there are more disruptors in digital than there are in print. But digital is an important part when you want to build a healthy ecosystem for journalism. But it's not the only thing that you can build. It's just a part of the ecosystem. And a healthy ecosystem for news media should be revolving around how well you can build a direct relationship with your customers. That means your readers, audience, and then your advertisers, right? And this relationship has been disrupted by ourselves through the years by our own over-reliance on digital intermediaries. And lastly, we all have, our news media have already gathered a lot of trust and influence from various stakeholders. The question is, how do we take this influence beyond the current ways, the current model, to really help create a thriving model for journalism